So we're with Justin Peck after the BAPS race tonight. So what are your thoughts on the new tire?
It's about like it was the last couple times we've been out. So, I mean, for me, I got to run the Outlaw Show at Lincoln, ran Lincoln last night, ran tonight on the new tire. And, it's definitely a little bit different. I mean, it's got the stiffer sidewall on the right rear, so it doesn't, you got to make more mechanical side bite, it seems like. You make the drive the car a little bit different, just be a little bit smoother on the throttle. But, I mean, all in all, we just whiffed. For us, we whiffed in the heat race and just wasn't that great. Too free, ended up running fourth, missed the invert. So, long story short, I mean, we're trying to come up through there, and I don't know, man. It's like I half spun there. I got pretty sideways and saved it, and they threw the yellow, and I got put to the back, and not really sure what happened on that deal. I'm not sure who made that call or how that call got made, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's I think we learned a little bit about the tires. I don't think they last as long as people were expecting. We had a lot of tire issues there. We were just rubber racing, but props to BAPS for trying to get the show in. I mean, it's sunny and windy all day, and it's tough to try and race these conditions.
When did the track go rubber down? Was it rubber down pretty much all feature?
3, 4, 5 laps into the race, it was rubber down. I mean, I could rip the top there. I went to the back. I think I spun out lap 2, whatever it was, or half spun and got sent to the back on lap 2. And I mean, maybe 2-3 laps. I was passing cars left and right. Next thing I know, everyone's on the bottom, and I'm getting passed on the bottom. So I just moved down, and that's just the way it was. But
was this the driest, slickest that you've been on these new tires this year yet?
Yeah, by far. I mean, Lincoln was pretty slick there, for qualifying in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 was juiced up, so you had like half and half track, and then tonight it was just dead slick all the way across to try to make as much grip as possible. And I think it bit some guys. It bit me, just not knowing how far to go and when to be aggressive and when not to be aggressive. And I think you can get a lot more aggressive with these tires. Just as far as tightening the race car up and trying to make the right rear stick, you can be more aggressive just because the tire naturally is propping yourself up. So, like I say, we've got a little bit to learn here. I mean, the left rear sidewall is a little softer than it used to be too, so it naturally has a little bit more lean to it. Just got to adjust to it. So,
do you notice that softness in turns or straightaways, or how the car wings down?
For me, it's turns. Yeah, like you get a hell of a lot of left rear drive on the entry and to the apex. It's just once you get to the apex and you want to try and get your drive, and you're trying to rotate. And once you get the rotation, it just doesn't seem like it. Wants to sit right and get that side bite.
Do you think you're dragging that across the track? Do you think you're scrubbing it?
Yeah, a little bit. I think it's just not. Them other tires, you can feel the sidewall roll under, and you can really feel yourself. Like you can get in there and kind of whip it around and make yourself stick when you had to. And then these, you just can't necessarily do that. So it's a little bit more less forgiving, I guess you could say. So you really got to be smooth on the throttle, smooth in your hands, and get your stuff working to where you don't have to, try and get the sidewall and tuck under.
So this is more of a finesse than a muscle tire. You think?
I would say so. It's just it's a little bit harder compound. The sidewall's a little stiffer, so you gotta be a lot smoother on the throttle. That's the best way I can put it. Be smoother in your hands, smoother on the throttle. Just you can't whip it and get that forgiveness of the sidewall rolling under and stopping you to go back forward. You gotta make your own. You gotta make a smooth lap in a smooth corner.
Well, now the interview's over. It's time for a fireball.